Look at the condylar joint real quick. So with the condylar joint, one of the things to notice is the oval-shaped condyle of one bone and how it articulates with the elliptical cavity of the other. And this particular joint you'll find at the joints at the metacarpal and the phalanges. So if you kind of put your hand in front of you, close your fist. Now, and pay attention to the joint where your knuckles are at, essentially. So again, metacarpals and the phalanges. And you'll notice that you can close your hand. You can make a fist, right? So that's one. It's kind of like, it's acting kind of like a hinge joint. And then open your hand wide open again. And again, you're only looking at the metacarpal phalange joint. And notice that you can open your fingers. So your hand's wide open now, and you can widen your fingers and close them with the hand wide open. So there you have that biaxial movement. You can close like a hinge, and then you can open, you can fan them out. That's the benefit of having that condylar movement. Okay, and then we're looking at the plane joint. Now the plane joint's not quite as obvious because and it allows just a little bit less movement. Those are the joints that you'll find in some of the wrist bones, okay, and also in the ankle bones. So again, they allow for some movement, but not a lot. Why typically you'll sprain an ankle or wrist if you're landing on it wrong or run on it wrong. So you have the plane joint allowing for some biaxial movement on the wrist and ankle. And then lastly, you have the saddle joint. So the saddle joint is between the thumb, okay, the first metacarpal of the thumb, and your trapezium in the hand. So again, stick out your hand in front of you, and notice that with your thumb, you can bring in your thumb, okay, you can bring it into the hand and then bring it out, and you can also kind of move it frontwards and backwards, and you can also twirl it around, but you cannot rotate. Now notice also with the condylar joint and the saddle joint, these joints, they have biaxial movement, but they don't rotate. With the plane joint, there is just a tiny bit of rotation, but again, not very distinguishable. Not like, again, well, with the one that we'll deal with at the end, which is your hinge joint.